The white, padded walls blossomed before his eyes. In his ears were the muffled screams of a blackened soul. They sounded familiar and distant. His throat burned, and he recognized them as his own. Back and forth he rocked. The padded whiteness met with the small of his back. Slowly he rocked and wailed, dark anguish present in every cry. Before his eyes the walls blossomed into colors only fire would know. "No, not again. Please, not again," he wailed as he tried scampering up the walls that were like the underbelly of a poisonous rock, attempts futile. The padding put there for his protection, and to muffle the sound of his voice, not for climbing. He pressed himself more into the corner, making himself as small and unseen as possible. We did not exist. I watched as they came in the room, needle at the ready. "Wait for it," I told him. We were alike, he and I. We understood each other. We both wanted freedom. In what looked like a piteous attempt to get away, preparation for the spring. Wait for it. And so he waited for that needle to get close. He waited for the nurse in her cream uniform to grab him true and hold him as they plunged it deep. It wouldn't happen this day. Freedom was steps away from us, just outside that door. She stepped closer, and closer, and closer. Then she stood before us, ready to grab us to keep us from fighting. But we were ready. We sprung at her and stole her damned needle. We plunged it into her, deep and close to her heart. She bled crimson for moments, and then she stopped moving. "Run!" I yelled in triumph. "We're free!" We ran, even skipped a little as we got close to the doors leading to the bright world outside. No one stopped us. We threw open the door and danced among the cascading leaves, bright colors of autumn floating in the air. Never before had the world outside been so beautiful. We pranced our way about the ground, bare feet tickled by the yellow-green grass below. We threw our pallid hands and raised praise to the sun gods for our escape. We skipped our way away from the place of torment, sun raining merrily upon us. It was the past now, not our future. We would choose our own destiny. Slowly, reality blurred, turning white around the edges. We stumbled and fell at last to the floor. It was hard and unforgiving, and the color of an olive instead of grass. Wait, we were outside, were we not? The ground is not a floor. The world around us faded, and back came the white walls and silvery steel of the doors at the asylum. No! I knew that my haunted protests would never gain me freedom, that they were for naught, but it didn't prevent them. I felt the strong hands around my arms, and no matter how I screamed and kicked, no matter how much my vision went red with rage, they dragged him back. She stood there waiting for us, white dress pristine, needle poised, ready to strike like a viper gone too long without a meal. The smile on her face told it all. She loved her job. I saw it pierce before he felt the prick of the needle. He screamed loudly, and before I knew it, his protests abashed, he fell asleep. I felt the howl of anger rise in my throat. We once held freedom in our hands only to have it ripped away. With our body, I struck out at them, scratching and clawing my way through the crowd. I watched angry welts rise up on their arms and blood well up in deep gashes. How is this possible? I let her question her logic. I would be free. I would get away. Still tight was the grip of the man. They wouldn't let me go. They never would. I was thrown back into my cage, and so I scampered to my corner, to my white, padded walls and tormented music. Slowly I fell asleep. They once more trapped me. I held freedom. I held. The white padded walls blossomed before my eyes. The sounds of muffled screams hit my ears. We screamed. Together we screamed. The fire colors took us again, and we knew freedom would never find us here.